we meet again, don't we, Minecraft and Fortnite gamers, epic gamers? What is up, ladies and gentlemen, squirrels and weird animals?
We didn't have a message when we left. Oh, very odd.
If I ever see you, I'm gonna fucking slit your fucking face wide open, yeah?
It's the Natural here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And it's another football impact in the penultimate football impact for the season. It's quite sad. And the last games of the Premier League, and we still didn't know who the hell was going to win the Premier League title. Was it going to be Man City and win back-to-back Premier League titles since Manchester United did in 09-010? Or could Liverpool win their first Premier League title, English title, in nearly 30 years? Man City don't do things easy, especially on the last day. We all know that great Sergio Aguero moment. But Glenn Murray, really good header. I'm going to say bad goalkeeping from Edison. 22 seconds later, what happened? That's right, Sergio Aguero, who's probably the greatest, one of the greatest players, and if not the greatest player, even though I think he is the greatest player to ever play for Man City, top goal scorer, record goal scorer, goes the other end and puts it in the back of the net. And then Laporte, before half-time, fantastic finish. Then in the second half, Man City single-handedly were just in the groove, riding that motorcycle, going from third to sixth gear, and no one could then stop them. Brighton were like passengers, and Man City were like a massive tornado, and they just sweeping Brighton off their feet, sweeping them away.
Stupid tornado! Look, it got Paddy and Selma.
Gundogan scored an absolutely stunning free kick. 4-1, Man City lift the Premier League title yet again, back-to-back Premier League champions, and they could still win the treble this season, be the first ever English team to win the English treble. This team is one of the greatest ever Premier League sides we are ever seeing, and yet people are just going on about, oh well, it's all about Liverpool, they bottled the title. We're not appreciating how good this team is. It's one of the best squads I think I've ever seen in the Premier League. They have one of the best managers we've ever seen in world football. The only thing he hasn't won as a manager is a World Cup. You might manage Spain one day, maybe, but this Man City team is just unbelievable, incredible quality right through the whole entire spine. The way that club is run from top to bottom is fantastic, and for me, this is only the start of what's going to be an absolute dynasty, a dynasty of Man City, and they could literally be doing what Pep did at Barcelona or what Pep did at Bayern Munich, and just dominate and dominate and dominate domestic football for quite a few years. Congratulations to Liverpool, you've had an amazing season, 97 points, that's a great achievement, and Jurgen Klopp has always get them in the Champions League final, which they still could win the Champions League. They could still have a successful season this season, Liverpool, but they've just took on probably the greatest ever Premier League side we have ever seen. We're now heading to Germany, and it's the Bundesliga, and Dortmund and Bayern will be fighting out in the last day of the season. Now, who will win the Bundesliga title? This title race has been so tight in Germany, it's probably tighter than a nun's vajayjay.
Oh, that is disgusting!
Amanda, why would you put that in the auto cue, Amanda? We're a PG-13 YouTube channel, right? I don't want to get demonetization and age restriction because you decided to put that in the auto cue. Dortmund got a big win against Düsseldorf, even though Düsseldorf missed the damn penalty and just at the probably last second of the game. But I believe Dortmund this season, if they don't win the league, they definitely have bottled it, unlike Liverpool, because they've had big opportunities this season. They said Werder Bremen, they were 2-0 in that game and drew. Against Hoffenheim, they were 3-0 in that game and drew. So they'll come back to those games if they don't win the league this year, but they took it to the last day of the season, like Liverpool, and that's all you can ask for, really. As for Bayern Munich, I said that they'll get a draw against Leipzig, and I was right with that. But boy, they were bad. Boy, they were bad, Bayern. Leipzig were the better team, and to be honest, they should have won the game if they actually were a bit more clinical in front of goal. For me right now, the title race in Germany, it's anyone's. Bayern Munich play Frankfurt in the last day of the season, who need to win that game to be in the top four. Dortmund play Borussia Mönchengladbach on last day of the season. That's another team that are fighting for the top four. So right now, those two games are pinnacle in the top four race and the Bundesliga title race. Boy, the Bundesliga last day of the season is going to be absolutely dramatic. And now we're heading to Old Trafford, or should I say, Meme at Trafford.
She needs some milk.
Because that's what Manchester United have been this year. It is the rich kids of Manchester versus already relegated Cardiff City. And Manchester United have been utter garbage. I'm not surprised anymore with Manchester United. People look at me and think, oh, natural, but they could beat back Cardiff. No, it doesn't surprise me. They're not good enough. I tell you right now, Cardiff City have showed more fight, more hunger, and more desire this season in the Premier League than Man United. But when we say Man United have a world-class team, no, they don't. They're just the rich kids. I call them the rich kids of Manchester. They're just a Beverly Hills team smashed together. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I come back to, as much as he did a fantastic job at the start when he was there, this is a massive rebuilding job, Manchester United. They are so far away. They're 32 points behind Man City. They're closer to Newcastle, they're closer to Cardiff City than they are to the Premier League title race. That's how pathetic they've been this year. One of the Manchester United fans had to go to Pogba. It's a complete and utter mess. There's going to be big changes in the summer. Man United missed a huge opportunity of getting Mauricio Pochettino. Cardiff City, you've been excellent this season in the Premier League. No even giving you a chance at the start of the season to stay in the Premier League. But Neil Warnock has been a breath of fresh air in the Premier League. As much as he may not be the best manager in terms of tactics or whatever, but he's definitely the best at getting the best out of those players. And he's been a joy this season because the memes and the jokes that people have done on him is absolutely amazing. He's been fantastic to the Premier League, and I wish Cardiff all the best in the Championship. Man United, Yuns are in for a huge rebuild in the summer. We're taking a train trip to Italy, and it's Atalanta v Genoa. And Atalanta are just one win away from clinching top 4 next season. One of the amazing achievements they have done this season, Atalanta. They're playing in the Coppa Italia final against Lazio on Wednesday. That's a huge game for them, their biggest game in their club's history. I don't know when last time Atalanta won a trophy, but it's been a long time ago. They have been one of the teams of the season in Serie A, probably one of the teams of the season in Europe, probably the Ajax team, probably the team of the season. But I'm really impressed with Atalanta teams. Zapata has been phenomenal. Gomez, the defence, they have a really top goalkeeper. The midfield has been sensational. And they got the win that they needed, and they just need one more win, and they will be in the top 4 next season. That'll be a huge achievement for Atalanta, and they have an amazing manager who I think is going places. Now we're heading to France. In Ligue 1, it's Marseille versus Lyon. And Lyon are just like Atalanta. They just need, I think, one more point or maybe a win in their final 2 games of the season, and they will clinch third, which means they will get Champions League football next season. Which, to be honest, they really have been a hit-and-miss team this season in Lyon. Inconsistent at times. Yes, they have a really good team. They got Fekir, they got Memphis Depay, they got Dembele, who's been a fantastic signing for them from Celtic. As for Marseille, how the hell is Luis Garcia still in a fucking job after? I mean, how's he in a job? They have been absolutely shambolic all season. The squad they have and the team they have, this team should be competing with the likes of Leo and Lyon to get Champions League football. They're not even going to be finished above bloody Saint-Etienne, for goodness sake. And the fact is, you got new promoted clubs like Rennes and Nîmes who have been fantastic and actually could still finish above them in the table. How he's still in the job mystifies me. They are a laughing stock. The fans are already protesting, they're not happy. They won't be in the Champions League. They probably won't even be in European competition next season. It's been a garbage season for Marseille. If I was Marseille, I'd just rip up this season and look forward to next. They are so fucking bad. And that just leaves the last match, which is in Spain, and it's Valencia versus Deportivo Alaves. And Valencia now move into the top 4 with 1 game to go, because Getafe got beat by Barcelona, even though I actually tipped Getafe to win this weekend because I thought Barcelona would down 2 because they're just an emotional wreck after being knocked out in the Champions League semi-final by Liverpool. Valencia, I've said that they should finish top 4. They have the squad to do it. They have a very good team. Yes, they were beaten up by Arsenal's attack force of Aubameyang and Lacazette in the Europa League semi-final, but I still think Valencia, it's in their hands. All they have to do is win their last game of the season and they will be in the top 4. As Deportivo Alaves, they had an amazing start to the season. Everybody thought they could be top 4 contenders. It's sort of the wheels have come off their season. I think they're now 8th or 9th or something like that. If they get top 10 this season, That's a very good achievement for me, a very average team. So that's the end of another Football Impact video on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, what do you think is the greatest ever Premier League team of all time? Do you think the 99 treble winning team from Manchester United is the greatest ever team? Do you think the invincible team of Arsenal was the best team of all time? Or do you think this Manchester City team, that they got 100 points last year and are single-handedly been amazing this season in the Premier League? Put in the comments down below, because it'll be really interesting to see you guys' thoughts on that. Anyway, hope you all have a nice time. Enjoy yourselves. Please like, subscribe. The Natural is out.